If you ever find yourself in an awkward situation, just remember this funny episode. If there's one fighter in the UFC who knows how to mix high-level striking with pure showmanship, it's Israel the Last Stylebender Adesanya. From walkouts to weigh-ins, from highlight reel finishes to meme-worthy moments, Adesanya has carved out a space as both a dominant champion and a must-watch personality. But it's not just about fighting, it's how he fights. His background in kickboxing, with over 75 professional bouts before entering the UFC, gave him a striking arsenal unlike anyone else in MMA. Combine that with anime-inspired confidence, razor-sharp trash talk, and a flair for the dramatic, and you get a fighter who lives to entertain inside the cage and out. One of the most hilarious and talked-about moments happened not during a fight, but at a weigh-in. Looking to flex on his opponent and show off for the fans, Adesanya attempted to rip his shirt open Hulk style, except it didn't go as planned. The shirt refused to cooperate, and Izzy was left awkwardly tugging at it while the crowd roared with laughter. Ever the showman, he leaned into the embarrassment and next time came armed with scissors. But even then, the stubborn fabric got the better of him. The clip went viral, proving once again that Adesanya can be a highlight machine even without throwing a punch. When it comes to fights, few moments can match the electricity of his title unification bout with Robert Whittaker at UFC 243. Fighting in enemy territory in Melbourne, Australia, Adesanya walked out to a choreographed dance routine. A bold move, but he backed it up with a masterclass in striking. He dropped Whittaker at the end of round 1 and finished him early in the second with a perfectly timed counter right. It was the moment he truly arrived, undisputed middleweight champion and global superstar. Another fan-favorite moment? His technical dismantling of Paulo Costa at UFC 253. Leading into the fight, Costa hurled insults and promised to walk through Adesanya. What followed was a clinic. Izzy chopped Costa down with brutal leg kicks, dodged everything thrown at him, and finished the Brazilian with a vicious headshot in round 2. To add insult to injury, he celebrated in Costa's face, a taunt that had the internet buzzing for days. Then there was the war with Kelvin Gastelum at UFC 236, where we saw Adesanya pushed to the brink. Both fighters absorbed massive shots, but in the 5th round, Adesanya dug deep and nearly finished Gastelum, securing the interim title in one of the greatest UFC title fights of all time. The heart, the grit, the damage, fans saw a new layer to the stylebender that night. As he told his team between rounds, "I'm prepared to die." Of course, there were missteps too, like the loss to Jan Blachowicz when Adesanya moved up to light heavyweight. Jan's size and grappling proved too much, but even in defeat, Adesanya remained composed and humble, vowing to return better. Whether he's dominating the division, dancing on the way to the cage, or failing to tear a t-shirt, Israel Adesanya continues to be one of the most magnetic figures in combat sports. Love him or hate him, there's no denying you can't take your eyes off him.